So in this lecture, we discuss about the tracing of curve of implicit curve. So this is the second part of the Cartesian curve. So what is the meaning of implicit curve? So a curve in which the variables cannot be separated. Then this is called implicit curve. Okay, let us write one example. Suppose if we write x square plus y square plus xy equal to 0. So clearly here x and y cannot be separated. So such type of equation is called implicit curve. Correct? Let us come to the example number 1. We want to trace the curve x cube plus y cube is equal to 3axy. So clearly here x and y, we cannot separate xy. So let us give it equation number 1. So now all the procedures to trace the curve, it is similar to the explicit curve. Okay. Only what is the main thing over here? Here we cannot separate x in terms of y and y in terms of x. We cannot express x in terms of y and y in terms of x. This is the main thing over here. Otherwise, the rest of the things are similar to how to trace the Cartesian curve in explicit form. So let us start from the point number 1. What is the point number 1? Symmetry. So clearly here the power of x and power of y both are odd. Okay. So the curve is not symmetric about x-axis, not symmetric about y-axis, not symmetric about both the axes, not symmetric about the opposite quadrant. Okay. So there are no any symmetry what we have studied in the first 4 symmetry. Right. So replacing y, but if we replace y by x and x by y, the equation of the curve will not change. What it means? This means the curve is symmetric about the line y equal to x. Right. Next thing is origin. Is it any arbitrary constant present over here? So if you see the first term, it is variable term, second term is variable term, third term is variable term. So since there is no any constant term present in the given equation, therefore the curve passes through origin. Now how to find the tangent at origin? So which is the lowest degree term over here? Since the first term has degree 3, second term has degree 3, but if you see the third term, what is the degree of x is 1, y is 1, so the total degree is 1 plus 1 is 2. So now the lowest degree term is 0. So lowest degree term is 3axy equal to 0, but 3a cannot become 0, and it is absolute constant. So x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. So again we are x equal to 0 means y-axis and y equal to 0 means x-axis. So again we are getting two different tangents at origin. One is x-axis and another is y-axis. Nature of the origin. Clearly there are two different tangent, real and distinct tangent at origin. Therefore origin is known. Now intersection with coordinate axis. So put y equal to 0 in 1, we get x equal to 0. And if you put x equal to 0 in 1, we get y equal to 0. No, because we have, this is the equation, x cube plus y cube equal to 3axy. So if you put x equal to 0, this will become 0, this will become 0. So what is the value of y? It is 0. If you put y equal to 0, this will become 0, this will become 0. So the value of x is 0. So coordinate curve meets coordinate axis only at origin. Next thing is asymptotes. Now this is very important point in the implicit curve. Since here the curve is implicit form, and what is the highest degree term of x? It is x cube, whose coefficient is 1, which cannot become 0. Similarly, parallel to y-axis, here highest term of y is y cube, and whose coefficient is 1 cannot become 0. So there are no any parallel asymptotes, no parallel asymptotes. Now we will try to find out the oblique asymptotes. So how to find oblique asymptote? It has oblique asymptotes. So let us take y. We have already seen that what is asymptotes? Asymptotes is a straight line which is finite distance from the given curve but touches at infinity. So let us take y is equal to mx plus c is the simple equation of the straight line. Y is equal to mx plus c. So now let y equal to mx plus c be oblique asymptotes of the given curve 1. So what we will do, let us put y equal to mx in equation number 1. What we are getting? Let us put the value of y is mx plus c. So mx plus c whole cube, mx plus c whole cube. Okay. And then again here, the value of y is what it is? Value of y is mx plus c. So 3x cube plus mx plus c whole cube equal to 3ax mx plus c. Let us write down what is mx plus c whole cube. Expand it. What is a plus b whole cube? A plus b whole cube is a cube plus b cube. Let us expand it. A cube a cube plus 3 a square b plus 3 ab square plus b cube. And if you multiply this is what it is, 3a mx square and 3acx. Correct. Now again simplify it. What we will do? Let us write down x cube m cube x cube, this first two term. Then we take this term 3cm square x square. We will write down whole equation in descending power of x. So this is 3cm square x square. We again transpose this part to this side. It plus will become minus 3amx square. Then this term 3c square mx, and the last term this 3acx, and there is a last constant term c cube. So now this is what it is, the descending order of descending power of x. Now again x cube is common, we can take x cube common over here. Here x square and 3m is common, we can take outside, and then this is x is common and c cube equal to 0. So now this is what it is, the cubic equation. So now we have taken that y equal to mx plus c is the asymptotes of the given curve. So what we'll do, our aim is to find out the value of m and the value of c. This is our main aim. Our main aim is to find out the value of m and value of c. So how to find the value of m and value of c? So now since there are two unknown quantities m and c, so definitely we need the two conditions. So now what is the condition number 1? After getting this equation, what we will do, we will equate the coefficient of highest power of x, the coefficient of highest power of x, and the coefficient of second highest power of x equal to 0. So what if we put 1 plus m cube equal to 0? This is the first condition, and 3m mc minus a is equal to 0. So this is what it is, the second condition. So with the help of these two equations, we want to find out the value of m and c. Okay. So equating the coefficients of highest power of x and second highest power of x to 0, we have 1 plus m cube equal to 0 and 3m mc minus a equal to 0. So again, a cube plus b cube, what is the formula for a cube plus b cube? A plus b, a square minus ab plus b square. So b is 1 equal to 0, and this 3m cannot become 0. So mc equal to a, mc minus a is equal to 0. Now this is 0, and means this product of these two functions, this is and this is 0. So now this is 0 and this is 0, and mc minus a equal to 0. So m equal to minus 1. And now if we simplify this part, what we'll get? We get the imaginary value. So no need to find out the imaginary value. And here from mc equal to a. So m equal to minus 1 and c equal to minus a, because m is equal to minus 1 over here. M equal to minus 1, then what is the value of c? It is minus a. So m is equal to -1 and c equal to -a. So if you put what we have the equation y is equal to mx plus c. So what is the value of m? It is -1. And what is the value of c? It is -a. So we are getting y plus x is equal to -a. This is what it is, the equation of a straight line. So hence the oblique asymptotes is y is equal to minus x minus a, or x plus y equal to -a. And now can you write like that? We want to divide whole equation by -a. So x upon -a plus y upon -a equal to 1. What is this? This is the equation of a straight line in intercept form. What is intercept form? Like this. Suppose this is -a, this is -a. So this we are getting, this is equation. This is a line. What is this? It is x plus y plus a is equal to 0. This is the equation of a straight line. This one. Correct? So hence the oblique asymptotes is x plus y minus a equal to x plus y plus a equal to 0, which is a straight line cuts minus a intercept from x-axis as well as y-axis. Next, special points. So we have already told you that when we get the special point, if the given curve is symmetric about line y equal to x or line y equal to minus x, then we get the spatial points. Then we will get the spatial points. Okay, so since the curve is symmetric about the line y equal to x, so we get the spatial points. So how to get a spatial point? Just put y equal to x in the given equation. What we have given, put y equal to x in 1, we have x cube plus x cube is equal to 3x square, because this is the equation. X cube plus y cube equal to 3axy. So put x equal to y over here. What we are getting, x cube plus 3x square. So this is 2x cube equal to 3x square. And then replace this to left hand side. We are getting this. And again, what is the common? X square is common. So we can take x square common. So x equal to 0 and x equal to 3a by 2. So if x equal to 0, then y equal to 0. And if x equal to 3a by 2, then it's also the value of y is 3a by 2. So we have 2 points, hence from y equal to x equal to 0, x equal to y equal to 0, and x equal to y equal to 3a by 2. So we are getting one special point, because 0, 0, we have already obtained that 0, 0. So this is a special point 3a by 2, 3a by 2. So now what is our aim? Our next aim is to find out the tangent at this point. Tangent at 3a by 2, 3a by 2. So let us differentiate 1 with respect to x. We are getting 3x square plus 3y square dy dx is equal to 3ax plus, just look here, it is what? We have written the equation x cube plus y cube plus 3axy. So derivative of x cube is 3x square. Derivative of y cube is 3y square, and derivative of y is again dy dx. And then 3a we can take outside. Again we use the product rule over here. First function, derivative of y is dy dx plus derivative of x is 1 and into y. So we are getting what is dy dx. We can transpose this to this side, this to this side, and this to this side. What we are getting, dy dx is equal to ay minus x square upon y square minus ax. Okay, so let us put what is the value of dy dx at minus 3a by 2, 3a by 2. We want to find the tangent at this point. So let us put x equal to 3a by 2, y equal to 3a by 2 in this manner, in this equation. We are getting this, and what is the answer? It is -1. So what is means tan theta is equal to -1. So now it is what? It is tan 135 degree. Tan 135 degree. What it means? Theta equal to 135 degree. So it means what? What it means? Tangent at 3a by 2, 3a by 2, x-axis makes, the line tangent makes 135 degree angle with the x-axis. Means what? Suppose we have given this like this. So suppose this is the point. This is the point. For example, 3a by 2 because it will lie on the line y equal to x. So at this point, tangent uh, will make 135-degree angle. This is what it is, 135-degree angle. This one with x-axis. Correct? Okay. So now if we are getting a special point, clearly in this case we are getting the special point. So at that point we also need to find out the tangent at that point. Okay, let us try to. So the tangent at 3a by 2, 3a by 2 is the line which makes 135-degree angle with x-axis. So let us take the region of absence, the last point, region of absence. So from 1, x cube plus y cube are equal to 3axy. Okay, so if you put this curve is implicit curve, so one variable cannot expressed in terms of other variable. It's very simple. This cannot be here. This is implicit curve, so we cannot express x or y in terms of other variable. Second thing is here, if we put xy, if we replace x by minus x minus y, if we replace xy by minus x and minus y, then what will happen? The left hand side will be negative and the right hand side will be positive. Correct? Because this minus and minus will become plus, but here minus, this total part is minus. And let us put x equal to 1, minus 1. So this is minus 1 is equal to 3a. Okay. So left hand side we are getting minus 2 and right hand side we are getting 3. So clearly this is not possible. So what it means, there is no part of the curve for which the value of x and y will be negative. Negative means what? Where the value of x and y will be negative. So in the third quadrant, just look here in the third quadrant, this is the third quadrant. So in this third quadrant, there is no part of the curve will lie inside the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant. Correct? Hence the approximate shape of the curve is this. Let us try to test this curve. Okay. So first we have this is y-axis. This is x-axis. Clearly. And now what is the tangent at origin? What is the tangent at origin? This is the x equal to 0. This is the tangent at origin. Just look here. So what we are getting, if we want to draw tangent over here, we want to draw tangent. We are saying this is tangent. What it means, this is the curve which will like this. So like this, because this point, this origin is this line y x equal to 0 is the tangent. So we can draw like this. Similarly, this line is tangent. So what we can do, we can also draw like this in this manner. Correct? So now if we go this to this side and this to this side, what we are getting? This will be meeting at one point. What is that point? It is 3a by 2, 3a by 2. And again we see that we have already told in the previous lecture that if we are getting any point except origin, then at that point there will be loop. So now again this is a loop. This is the closed loop we are getting over here. And this is the tangent. And now at this point, tangent will be perpendicular to that line. Where suppose we are getting loop over here. Suppose we are getting loop over here. So what is the tangent at this point? At this tangent will be perpendicular to this line. Suppose we are getting loop over here. What we will get? Tangent will be perpendicular to this line. Suppose we are getting loop over here, then tangent will be perpendicular to this line. Okay, so clearly since this is one tangent, so we can write like this, one branch of the curve. This is tangent, so another branch of curve, and they are meeting to one place. Okay, this is the one part. Second part is what? It is going through, it will be going to infinity, because why? This line x plus y plus a. This is the line which intersect minus a and minus a, intercept from x and y axis. And now this is what? It is nothing but a asymptotes of the given curve. So the curve will never meet the given curve. This curve will never meet to this asymptote x plus y plus a equal to 0. So this is the approximate shape of the given curve. So I have taken only one example. So let us take brief revision of this part. Then this will be very clear to all of you. Okay. If you want to trace this curve, what we are, since the given curve is implicit curve, so definitely this type of curve cannot be expressed in the separating form, means x and y cannot be separated. And most of the times, now here, what about the symmetry about x-axis? Since the power of x and the power of y both are odd, therefore the given curve is not symmetric about x-axis as well as y-axis, both the axis and opposite quadrant. It is only symmetric about the line y equal to x. Why? Because if we replace x by y and y by x, the given curve is symmetric about the given equation of the curve will not change. Therefore, it is only symmetric about the line y equal to x. And now, since there is no any absolute constant present in the given equation, therefore the curve passes through origin. And now how to get the tangent at origin? So this is the lowest degree term. So equate 3x equal xy equal to 0, then value of x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. These are two tangents. So x equal to 0 is what? It is the y-axis, and y equal to 0 is what? It is the x-axis. And since there are two different tangents we are getting at origin, so this is called node. And now the curve only intersect quadrant axis only at origin. Asymptotes, there are no parallel asymptotes because it is implicit curve. So we have the oblique asymptotes. So the very important point is what? How to get the oblique asymptotes over here. So now if you want to find the oblique asymptotes of the given curve, we have to put y is equal to mx plus c. We consider this is the oblique asymptotes of the given curve, and we put y equal to mx plus c in the given equation of curve, and we rearrange all the terms in descending order of x. In descending order of x. And once we arrange the given term in descending order of x, we will try to put the coefficient of highest power of x and second highest power of x equal to 0. So now here highest power of x is x cube, its coefficient is this. Highest power of x square is this. So its coefficient is 3m times of mc minus a equal to 0. So again, substituting this, equating the coefficient of highest power of x and second highest power of x equal to 0, we get 1 plus m cube equal to 0 and 3m, this is 0. So we will, from these two equations, this is equation number 1, equation number 2, we are able to find out the value of m. So here, since the power of m is 3, so we are getting 3 values of m, but out of these 3 values, the 2 value will be imaginary. So there is no meaning to find out the imaginary asymptotes. So you won't consider that roots. So we have m equal to minus 1. And if you put m equal to minus 1 over here, c is equal to minus a. And now if you substitute this in the y equal to mx plus c, we are getting the asymptotes, oblique asymptote, which is this x plus y equal to minus a, or we can also write x upon minus a plus y upon minus a equal to 1. And it is what? It is nothing but a straight line which cut in minus a intercept from x-axis, minus a intercept from y-axis. And now another thing is what? Since the given curve is symmetric about line y equal to x, therefore we have to find out the spatial point over here. So what is the spatial point over here? We have to put y equal to x. We get the value of x. So we are getting the value of two values of x. One is 0 and another is 3a by 2. So therefore we also get what is the value of y, it is 0, and value of y is 3a by 2. So we have 2 points which is 0, 0 and 3a by 2 and 3a by 2. But again, just look here, this we have already calculated. We have already seen that curve passes through origin. So this 3a by 2 is the spatial point of the given curve. again, if we have the special point, so at that point, we should also try to find out the tangent. We should also try to find out the tangent. So how to find out the tangent at this point? So just differentiate it, and we will try to find dy dx, and dy dx is equal to this. So we will put x equal to 3a by 2, y equal to 3a by 2. We are getting its value is -1. So now theta equal to 135 degree. What it means? Since this is 10 phi is equal to -1. So -1 means 10 135 degree. 10 135 degrees. So theta phi is equal to 135 degree. What it means? Tangent at this point 3a by 2 3a by 2 makes 135 degree angle with x-axis. So region of absence. So now just look here. There is no part of the curve in the third quadrant. All part will lie in first, second, and fourth quadrant. So, and now we can trace this. This is the tangent at origin, which is y-axis. X-axis is also a tangent at origin. Now, if we are saying this y-axis is tangent, so there is a curve like this, correct? And it is symmetric about what? This is symmetric about this line y equal to x. This is the line of symmetry. So now clearly, if we close through this line, the curve will overlap to each other. So this is the line of symmetry. So we are getting like this, one tangent, another tangent is this, and now they will go to that side and it will meet at this point at 3a by 2, 3a by 2 we have already seen. And then we also get the tangent at, asymptotes. Asymptotes at that point means what? This line x plus y plus a is asymptotes, which will be finite distance from the given curve, but intersect at infinity. So in this manner, we can trace the such type of implicit curve. So these are some examples. You should try to trace this type of implicit curve.